A lot has happened in the last 2 years. COVID changed everything.
I was at home watching the live stream of our church service, but of course, it's not the same.
Things were so bad at my company that they had to retrench me. And then my mother caught the virus far away in Myanmar.
I was just a student trying to get through my N-levels, but I started getting headaches all the time and then ulcers. Honestly, I thought it was just stress. But then I got red spots on my skin and I felt really sick. My sister brought me to the hospital, but because of all the restriction at the time, she couldn't come in with me. And all the while when people come in with COVID, and it was really scary. I felt alone. The doctors decided that they needed to ward me, and something wasn't right.
Even though I was trying to worship at home through the stream, something was off, something was missing. But at that time, I didn't know it yet.
For 5 months, I was out of job. It was not really easy, but I tried not to worry my family. And then my mother fell ill. Between the military coup in Myanmar and the COVID restrictions, I was not able to go back and see her. At 54 years of age, only then I did experience a real personal loss of my mother, who has passed away of this COVID-19.
I waited in the hospital, feeling far away from everyone. It was hard for them to visit me because of all the restrictions. Over the next few days, they ran a lot of tests on me to see what was wrong. But it was strange. Even though my friends and family are far away, it felt like God was near, and He was taking care of me the whole time.
I watched the stream with my wife at home, but I noticed that she will get disengaged with the worship, including myself. I'll get disengaged as well when the stream wasn't so good, like there's some problems with the sound. And you know, God gave me talents and gifts in media work, and I wanted to do something about it. And at that time, the COVID rules were updated, and the church could admit one more helper. So, without thinking, I went in to help.
I have 4 brothers. We all lost a mother. So we made a plan to talk over Zoom at 9 p.m. every night. And we encourage one another. We laugh things away in order to go through this grieving process. We knew that we were in pain and needed to grieve together. In that process, God was really with us.
I wasn't always close with God, but in this time I couldn't help but ask God, why did this happen to me? Why did I fall sick now during a time of COVID? Why am I in a hospital all alone? But there were so many incidents during the time in my hospital stay that wound up being better for me. And I realized I hadn't thanked Him for being there for me. I found that God protects me and that He's patient with me, even when I don't know it or when I run away from Him.
This was supposed to be bad and changing times, but I grew closer with God. I connected with Him in the time where we are all distant from one another. God has not changed for me. He's still faithful, He's still loving, and He listens.
My community and family, they had shown me the love of God. In their words and the time they share with me, they really, really uplifted me. God is real. I have experienced it with my own life. A path has been set for me, even though I don't know exactly where it leads. But I know I can trust Him.
During that time, it was dangerous to go out. But in my heart, I believed that the gospel should still go out, not just to the church, but also to the world. And if my talents can help with that, why not? My parents taught me that when you do something for God, just do it all the way and give it your best. And in these past 2 years, that meant that people like my wife, friends, and community, they might all worship from home better.
I used to think that God is like my dad, holding my hand down a path. If I ever got distracted by a butterfly or something, I would run away, and I used to feel like I would have to run after Him to catch up to Him. Like He was always too far away because He walked on ahead. But now I know that I can just walk back onto the path and He's right there with me. And sometimes He's even right there with me and the butterfly. I'm still scared sometimes, but I'm willing to step forward in faith with God.